After the first year I was here, I think for Steven and how much the team changed, probably his role changed quite a bit for him, and Steven's always been a hard worker, but I think probably, having a role change in a way that it was totally different in the first several years of his career, and having to do a lot of different things that he hadn't done before. And I think going through what he went through last year allowed him to prepare better for this year, because he was more of a focal point last year. There were those floaters he had to take. There were different things that he was being asked to do that maybe he hadn't done early in his career. And I think the more experience you get when you go into a summer, you have a pretty clear direction, of what to work on. And it's just like a guy like Terrence Ferguson. Like Terrence coming in is doing the best job he can this offseason, coming in as a rookie. He'll have a much, much better summer next year just because he knows what to expect going through an NBA season. I just think it's only normal. But I think the way the team has changed around Steven for his career, some of these different situations that he's been put into were new for him. And now I think going through where he has different players around him now, I think he's still been able to find a way to be, and I think I said this last night, he's doing things that he's capable of doing, and he's doing them at a high level.
NBA teams are so geared around routine, even though you guys are heading to Mexico City and it's a little bit different and out of the normal. Are you guys going to still be able to sort of maintain your normal routines and things that you do for a regular game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the trip's about 2.5 hours. It's not like we're traveling somewhere that's really out of the ordinary to places we travel around the United States. I think the traffic there will be a little bit different. The venue will be different because we've never played in it before. But in terms of the routine, the schedule, it will be the same as it would be if we were traveling anywhere else to play.
We stuck together through adversity. We're down 17. We could have quit, could have gave up, but we didn't. We continued to fight and came out and got the dub. I think it's like the first comeback win of the season. So, just continue to keep growing and get better each day.
Well, how do you get in that flow where you can play as close as you did, aggressive, and not foul?
You kind of gotta feel it out early in the game with the refs. Just kind of see how they're calling it. They were kind of letting us play a little bit yesterday, and us being the down team, they kind of knew we were gonna come out hungry. That's kind of how basketball's played. They just kind of sensed that team that's down 17 on our home court going to come out hungry, and they let us play a little bit more. So that's what happened. We came out hungry, not just me, all 5 guys, and 8 guys come out off the bench. So we did it together. You just got to kind of find that balance, like you said, of playing aggressive but not fouling, just kind of opposing your will but also showing your hands and not pushing them around too much. So it's good. Kind of like preseason, or taking a preseason trip overseas. Which is pretty cool, kind of doing it. During the season, it's going to be a little different for us, just kind of getting away from, the routine of things and going to different places not familiar, which I think is going to be pretty special, and just, another place for us to bond. So I think it'll be cool.
Trey, what have you noticed is the biggest difference between what Steven's been able to do this year and maybe the past couple?
He's figuring it out, man. He's figuring out the game, picking out his spots, getting to his sweet spots. Him and Russ got a great 2-man game going with the pick and roll, and he's being a physical and aggressive and imposing as well on guys. So, I think he's kind of figured out the ins and outs of the games with the guys and with the refs. So, it's just only going to continue to grow, in my opinion. So, he's definitely becoming one of the biggest forces in the game right now.